Welcome everybody to Bajerski YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about an exciting subject all about how to use your natural oils when working as a psychic, a healer, or any kind of modality when it comes to helping others. First of all, you have to connect, you have to help yourself, and the way by doing that with oils is to intuitively feel where the oil needs to go. My oils are 12. I think I've got 11 or 12 oils now. Today I'm going to be using the sacred oil. The sacred oil is a blend of the most beautiful three oils in the world. The first one is Palo Santo. That comes from Peru. So it's beautiful, it's natural. All the oils that I use are 100% organic. And yeah, fascinating oil. I've got great stories about this particular oil. But anyway, let's just move on. The second beautiful oil in here is sage. And the third is the beautiful frankincense. So combined together with a natural base oil, non-nut base oil, it's a treat. It's fantastic. And it's wonderful for working. If you're a healer or if you're working with public, if you are any kind of, let's say, intuitive empath that's working on a higher level of energy. So I'll break down some of the things that I find fascinating, some golden nuggets of truth. As a healer, before I start the healing work with a client, or if I'm doing some psychic work with a client, I will open the bottle and put 3 drops into my hand. I will rub my hands. And one of the most important things is to breathe in through the nose and blow out through the mouth. What this does is give you an overall energy fix. It feels wonderful and it just feels like it goes through the body and it brings you to a really nice level of inner peace. Your mind kind of clears, just feels great. So I normally hold it in for a few seconds, then blow out through my mouth. So we're exhaling. It's almost like the oil goes straight inside, picks up all the negative energy, just like when you're cleansing yourself with sage, and it pulls it out. So that's the first thing I would do. I kind of like started doing this ritual routine, and that was to rub on my forehead and in my mind's hello, beautiful. I'm just making a video. Hello, sweetie pie. I'm just making a video. I'm live at the moment. So yeah. Straight through. You'll see it on top. Got it? Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So anyway, rub here, and then you say to yourself, I mean, you don't have to follow this. This isn't something you have to like, okay, I'm gonna do the mantra just like Mark says. Like, because for me, I ask for help, okay, because I need as much help as I can when I'm doing this work. So I normally rub and say in my mind's eye, my mind, help me see the truth. And when you're rubbing here, what's up, baby? What's up? When you're rubbing here, it's kind of like you're trying to awaken your mind's eye. So you want to see more. So that kind of makes sense. And then you rub what you would call the throat chakra. Help me speak the truth. Rub again, just behind the ears. Help me hear the truth. And then I go up here into my heart and finally say, help me feel the truth. Now that kind of awakens everything for me. However, depending on what kind of work you're doing, and if you're working on yourself, 3 more drops. And if I'm doing meditation, sides of the temples, top of the head crown, back of the neck, and the pulse points. The other thing you do, 3 drops, if you're doing healing work on yourself, rub together, go to the back and start to rub all across down to the base of the spine and run all the way up, rub all the way up like that. This is a great protection and a cleanser of your kidneys, and it's where negative energy sits. So it's a great cleanser to start with. If you're working on healing yourself and you want to kind of start to go a little bit deeper in the sense that you want to clear trauma of your past, you want to be going to the stomach and rubbing it all across the stomach. That is where, like for me, if I'm rubbing it in there now, it's activating the healing process and it's kind of breaking away any kind of issues ready to clear fully. So wherever I'm pouring it, I'm hoping that the healing process is taking place. So oils to me are not only helping me activate, helping me attune, but it's also helping me clear the blocks, the trauma, the shock energy. So this is a fantastic thing. Now, if I'm working on the heart level, if I'm doing any heart work when it comes to, thinking about or absent healing and anything like that with people who suffer with grief or I suffer with grief, or I'm working on myself because of past relationship, straight to the heart again, rub all across the heart. Another 3 drops if I'm working on clearing away some of the daily trauma from work. I would go straight to the shoulders and rub on the shoulders like that. So there's certain places you want to be using it. Now, a lot of people like to put the oils on the soles of the feet, and that is a fantastic thing to do. And that's great for meditation. It's fantastic for relaxation. And it's great to do any kind of absent healing work. So that is something that I would do. And it's fantastic. Now, we've all been hearing this amazing thing about the belly button. I've been starting to do that over maybe 3 or 4 years. And I've been using different types of oils on my belly button. And just lately, I broke my ankle and I'm fully walking now. I don't know how many weeks it is, but I'm walking and driving. I'm fine now, strong. And I've been doing a lot of work with certain oils. And those oils, like I said, I've been using on the belly button. Now, specifically when working on self healing yourself or somebody else, it isn't always 100% that I've got a pain in my leg. Okay. How did that happen? Well, I tripped and fell. Fair enough. That is where you're going to be working the oil. However, if something comes out in your body and like, where did that come from? Or like a dis-ease from your body, being intuitive and thinking about where the source could have come from, where that root cause could have come from, that's something that you would have to work yourself. So for me, like if I've got some kind of trauma, some kind of anger, some kind of knee-jerk reaction, something happens in my body that, how did that come? Why am I feeling this pain here? I would sit and do the breath work, breathe in and just sit and wait till I feel I need to rub the oil on a certain part of my body. What you might find really bizarre is you'll wonder to yourself, why am I rubbing oil on a certain part of my body? That doesn't make any sense. Why am I rubbing it at the left-hand side of the back of my head? Why am I rubbing it there? Well, it could be that it started here and you're clearing that away before you start the healing work or before you start your meditation to heal yourself. There are so many things you can do with oils, but one thing that I find fascinating with oils is that I never have an A to Z because I'm always being led every time I do a kind of healing technique on myself, which might be different from one moment to the next. What's up, baby? What's up, chicken? Come here. Come and say hello. Come and say hello to everybody. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa, little baby girl? And oils are very, very good for our little four-legged friends as well. They heal very quickly and you don't need a lot neither. So they love oils, absolutely love oils. Don't you? Yes, you do. You love oils. If you've got a little bit of a dicky tummy sometimes because you eat something off the floor that you shouldn't have eaten. So Mummy will be home soon, don't worry. She'll be back soon. So yeah, that's how I work with the oils. I find it fascinating that before and after I use the oils as well. So I might start with an oil and then afterwards I'll finish with an oil. So how many times do you use the oil? As you work as a healer, I use the oils depending on how many clients I've got. But if it's like 7 clients a day, I'll always start with maybe my 12 oils. Back then it was only 3 or 4 or 5 oils, but like now I've got 12, something like that. But when you first start, you kind of attune to your client and just like you would attune to yourself. So it's not necessarily knowing what's wrong with your client, but more feeling. So feel what feels right that day. So you might open it and smell it and think, no, this doesn't feel right, and then change it for another oil. That's how I used to attune. Eventually, I got to just pick a bottle and trust that energy. But there's nothing wrong with beginning to start to feel it and like just okay, let me have a yeah, that doesn't feel right today. There's nothing wrong with any of those kind of feelings of no, this today I'll leave, I'll try this one. So it's always like following your gut feeling, trusting that what you use is right. I think it's very important that the placebo, which is natural healing, is enforced. So don't ever think you've done something wrong. Don't ever think, did I do it right? Because then you're actually blocking the actual healing that's taken place. Trust everything that you do, and wherever you use that oil, trust it and go with it and enjoy it and change that method as often as you want. Don't be frightened of change when using oils. A lot of people are very fixated in a set way of doing things like this. What I do, change it, try different ways. And eventually you'll say, I've tried so many and this is the one I'm comfortable with now. But always be open to that change when using oils. And I always say, don't ever stick with just one oil. Try many, keep going and feel them oils. And I find that, like for me, oils kind of choose me now. So I think you might understand that a bit like crystals. Crystals choose you and you don't choose the crystal because you just get that feeling for it. Well, that's kind of like how I am with my oils, incense, and crystals. It feels like I'm just being given something and it's very, very natural. So these are the things on a short video like this one, maybe 10 minutes long, 12 minutes long, but this is how I would do it. So I hope this little short workshop serves you well, and I'm hoping going to do a few more of these and you're going to enjoy them on different topics. So if you have got any topics that you'd like me to talk about for 10 minutes, let me know because I think these are quite cool. So thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com. If you want to find any of my natural oils that I've worked with for 20 years, these are definitely for healers, psychics, readers, seers, spiritual workers, and mums who are working full time, people who are working in the public eye, people who are stressed, who have got really heavy jobs. These oils are amazing for all of those things. So yeah, enjoy them. I'll link below to all my oils and I hope you enjoy them. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy. This is the first one I've done of this kind of shortish video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, shut up now, Mark. Tend to your beautiful doggy. Bye, guys.